Hey guys, so today I'll be comparing these two LEGO Star Wars sets in front of me. On the left hand side I have the Clone Scout Walker, set number 7250. Comes with 108 pieces, one minifigure, and it released in 2005. And it retailed for $10 when it came out, and it is now valued at $42 on the aftermarket. And on the right hand side I have the Clone Scout Walker 20th Anniversary Edition, which is set number 75261, comes with 250 pieces, 3 regular minifigures plus an anniversary minifigure that I will largely be ignoring throughout this video. And this set retails for $30 right now, and since it is currently available, there is no aftermarket price for it. So, I'm going to start off this comparison by taking a look at the minifigures, however the majority of this video will be spent taking a look at the walkers themselves. So using my sig fig as kind of a divider line, on the left hand side I have the one minifigure that came with the old set, and the 3 minifigures that come with the new set. And like I said earlier, the new set does come with the new Darth Vader figure, but since it's not truly part of the set, I'm not going to include it in the comparison. And looking at the minifigures, I won't go too in depth with them. This minifigure right here was exclusive to the old set. Whereas this Clone Trooper and the droid do come in other sets, but the Wookiee is exclusive, I believe. So overall, minifigure department, I do think that the newer set is better, since it does come with 2 good guy minifigures, one to pilot the walker itself, and another one to fight on the ground. And then you also get the battle droid, so the walker has something to fight. And there's also another side build for the walker to fight, but we'll get into that later. So overall, I do think that the new version wins in the minifigure department. Once again, using my sig fig as a divider line, on the left-hand side, I have the side builds that came with the old set, and on the right, I have the side builds that came with the new set. The old set did not come with any side builds, and the newer set came with 2, a Wookiee trench and turret, along with a dwarf spider droid. And I feel like it is a good thing to have something for the AT-RT to fight that is in the same box, because with the older set you'd have to buy other sets in order to have something for the walker to fight, whereas with the newer one you just buy one set and you have a walker, a little backup, and you also have something for the walker to fight. So the newer set obviously wins in this department. I feel like it's just a really good thing to have a bad guy thing for the AT-RT to be fighting. Alright, so here are the walkers themselves, and right away you can tell that the newer one definitely uses some more modern building techniques. It looks more sturdy since it's standing upright instead of like the old one hunching down. So I'll go ahead and give you guys a quick look at the old one, which I have done a review video on, but it's like 3 years old and kind of bad, but I think I'll still link to it. If you want to get kind of a more in-depth look, I'm not quite sure how good that review actually is anymore. But this one is not bad, kind of a product of its time. The legs, about the same posability as the newer version with 3 different joints, and it also has just little parts on it to stop it from going too far. And the legs are identical. The guns, while they do not shoot, look pretty nice, although this bottom piece is kind of fragile since it's only a single clip. I like whatever piece they used here, just for a little detail. And then I do like how this piece is printed. That is very nice. I love that piece. And then there's a spot for the Clone Trooper, and there's also a spot for his weapon, which is nice. It's not a very accurate spot, or a very good-looking one, but you can just put it right there, and it is nice just to have a spot for you to store the clone's gun. And I'm not going to bother getting his hands on the handlebar since that is a pain, but that is what the Clone Trooper looks like driving the AT-RT. And his little communications antenna is kind of just this sad little lever piece, and he just has this little cone sticking out the back for some reason. And that is really it for the 2005 version. 2019 version is leagues better in almost every department. The legs look a lot sturdier, they have a lot more detail on them. The feet are much better builds. I didn't point it out, but the old one uses this piece that is actually hollow in the feet, which is kind of strange, but this one is mostly solid. It also has this little build for like a stabilizing toe. And then this one's gun uses a bit of a... Actually, is that the same piece? Yeah, it uses the same piece for the top gun, but then it uses a stud shooter for the lower gun, so you can actually shoot this out and have a little bit of playability. This one has side guards, which is nice to kind of protect the clone from just a little bit more blaster fire. And then the detailing on this set are stickers, but that's not too big of a deal. And then there also is a spot for the clone trooper in this model. However, there is not a spot for the gun, so you just kind of have to throw that to the side and hope you don't lose it. And once again, I'm not going to clip them to the handlebars, but that is what the clone trooper looks like driving the ATRT. Kind of looks like he would have a hard time seeing, considering you cannot see him, whereas in this version you can. The communications antenna are much better in this set. You get 2 of them, and they are much, much taller. You can also angle them if you want to, which is kind of strange. Like, that just looks weird. But that is very nice. They're very tall. Look very good. And this one uses a small assembly for the little leg stabilizer things, which looks very nice. Do not like the blue pins, but I don't know, kind of distracts from the rest of the walker. I just broke this, but it actually uses a similar design to the old one to get those clipped on. And then also has just a little bit more detailing right here. And I really like the color scheme that they went for on this one. This one they went for more like a green look, whereas this one was more of like a sandy look. I can definitely see some similarities, like in the way this is constructed and then the way the legs are detailed. But overall, this one just has a bit, just barely edges this one out on the way that the legs look. And I do like how this one stands up straight. This one, if you wanted to get to stand up like that, let's see if I can angle it. That, you can't stand it up like that. Whew, knocked the old one over. That looks really weird. So that's kind of the closest that you will get to this position on the old one. I don't like that. That looks really strange. So hold on, I have to just reposition the legs here. So overall, I think that the newer walker edges this one out. I do really like the old one just because it's classic LEGO Star Wars, and I like classic LEGO Star Wars. But the new one is definitely better. Just the way that it looks, the build, its stability, and just pretty much in every way possible, I think that the new walker is better than the old. So to wrap things up, I will say that I think the 2005 version is still a pretty good set, and for its retail price, $10, I think it is a great value. However, on the aftermarket, if you want to buy this thing new, it'll set you back about $40, $10 more than the new thing. Now, if you buy it used, it's only about $18, which I think is fine, kind of like inflation and all that. I think $18 is a fair price for the old one used. But if we're looking at the new values, this one is about $10 more, and you get so much more with the new one. And I think that the new one isn't quite worth the price. I feel like it could be brought down to about $25. I did leave the Vader minifigure out since it's not really part of the set, but that is part of the reason why the price is higher. And I think that the newer version is just better than the old. I think the walker, which is the main part of both sets, the newer walker is so much better than the old one. And I love the old one, I really do, but the new walker is just so much better. It has the shooting feature, and it's built better, it's sturdier, and it has more detail, it just looks better. And then you also have stuff for the walker to fight, and then you have the Wookiee support. And I think overall, even though if we're comparing the retail prices where this thing is $10, I think this one still has the slightly better value the new one does. So overall, I am going to call the new one the better set and the better walker. So I love both of these sets, but the new one is definitely better in terms of value, the way it looks, and playability. So yeah, that will do it for this comparison, and I will have a card poll pop up right about now, where you guys can tell me which set you think is better. You guys can also leave a comment down below if you want to explain your opinion a little bit more. And if you guys did enjoy this comparison video, it's one of the first ones that I have done in a while, please leave a like if you enjoyed. And then if you really enjoyed the video, please click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a new LEGO for Life video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.